competition of Miss World 2024, which is the 71st edition, have started from 20th February. On a 9th, we'll get the final Miss World. Right now, joining with me is a pretty lady from Botswana. Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you for the compliment. How are you doing?
I'm great. You just won the competition head-to-head in Beauty with Purpose. So, when you are in India, we start any conversation with one greeting, and it is
Namaste. Namaste, India.
how the competition was, what it was about, and what are your preparation? Because, see, when we were talking, I just was talking about Tony, and now when I see you, you resemble her. So, what are the preparation?
Thank you very much for the compliment once again. The Miss World competition preparations have been very tedious and very long. I was crowned in October 2022. This means that I've had a little over a year to prepare for all the fast track competitions, and I'm very excited to have placed in the head-to-head competition because I'm passionate about speaking. I truly believe that I am meant to change the lives of so many people through my speech. So I'm glad that the work that I've put in it has really paid off. And it has been a very tough competition. I'm sure you have heard all the ladies that were very exceptional. They're amazing speakers and they're all passionate about different causes. So I'm grateful for the judges to have considered me to be one of the finalists who's worthy of the title.
Okay, when we talk about beauty with a purpose and we talk about Miss World, it's not only about the exterior beauty that we see, it is about the interior beauty that we often don't talk about. But when looking at you, I must say, there might be a purpose in your head that if I'll become a Miss World, I'm going to do this. So what is your plan if you'll be crowned as a Miss World? What changes that you want to see in the society?
You know, the greatest change that I want to see is to have a world that has a culture where children are nurtured, a culture where it's normal for a child to grow up in a conducive environment, a culture where parents know exactly how to raise their children, but especially to see this culture in poverty-stricken communities. I would love to level the playing field for parents and children living in poverty-stricken communities versus parents living in economically advantaged communities. I think that it is up to me because I believe that there's a purpose that God has placed in my heart to level that playing field and be the bridging gap for sustainability.
By the way, talking to you, I must say you are very pretty, very.
Thank you. Dhanyavad.
Dhanyavad, that is, thank you. So when we talk about beauty and whenever we see any beauty pageant, we have lots of questions. Yeah. How you guys keep yourself so fit, so up to the mark and always ready?
You know, Miss World is actually the one competition which has a sports challenge. So I'm very grateful for that. I came here ready to compete for all the fast track competitions. And so I took into consideration the fact that I'd have to compete for sports. And luckily, I have placed as well for the sports finals, which will be happening tomorrow. I've been going to the gym for an entire year in order to prepare for this. But, you know, we speak a lot about beauty with a purpose, but it's important to remember that that purpose is carried by our bodies. And it's important for us to take care of our bodies.
Exactly. So, any tip for our viewers also who are watching you, how to take care of your body, not from outside only, from inside?
Yeah. I think the first thing is to truly learn to love yourself. Outward validation always fails us. It's not every time that you get somebody to compliment you, to show you love and affection and give you all that you need in life. So it starts with you learning how to love yourself. And most importantly, also prioritize your needs. Take care of your mental health. Take care of your physical health as well. But like I'm saying, it all starts from within, and we need to nurture our insides. We need to nurture our minds, our hearts, our spirits, and our souls. I think that that is the greatest thing that makes humanity, that we have the purest of hearts and souls, but it only starts when you start to protect yourself.
I'll not take much time of yours, but when in India, we people are very famous for hospitality.
Yes.
About food. And India is hosting Miss World after 28 years, almost after 3 decades.
Yes.
So when in India, what food you have tried yet? You have been to any places?
We have been to a couple of places, but I must say, before I came to India, I went to the Indian High Commission in Botswana, and they introduced me to multiple food. And one thing that they introduced me to is lentil. You make lentils so well here. It's something that tastes very familiar to home. It's a fine balance because when I got here, I love spicy food. So when I got here, I was looking forward to trying spicy food, but I also wanted to tone it down. So I'm grateful that we have similarities in culture. And one thing that I've really been enjoying has been your lentil.
Any place that you want to explore in India after this competition?
Yes, so far we have not had an opportunity to go to the streets. I hear that there's so much need in Indian communities in the streets. There's so many people who do not have homes, and I'd love to see that from a sympathetic perspective, and also just to broaden my perspective. You know, I come from a very small country of a population of 2.2 million, so it would be such, not only an adventure, but it would open my mind up to learn to appreciate what I have in Botswana, but also to learn to grow the Genesis project so that it can affect so many other people worldwide. But I'm also looking forward to trying the street food.
Oh, wow, that is great. Street food in India is actually very famous and tasty also. So, last thing, when we see you all on big stage, we see you on TV, you guys introduce yourself. On India Today, for us, just one line, how you people introduce yourself on that big stage?
I'm going to introduce myself in Setswana. It's very simple. We say Dumelang, ke nna Lesego Chombo ke tswa ko Botswana, which means that Namaste, my name is Lesego Chombo and I'm from Botswana.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. So, competition have already started and the result will be on 9th March. Head-to-head competitions are happening in India, and India is hosting Miss World competition after 28 years, which is almost 3 decades. With video journalist Raja Neetu Jha for India Today.